Hello and welcome to a new Brave Frontier video. Today I'm talking about the Trigun Collaboration event that is currently going on. It started 2 days before this video goes up, so bear that in mind. So to start off, we're going to talk about the general news, the stuff that is currently out and open and stuff that is coming up. The first thing to talk about is the collaboration event in its entirety. It started on April 15th and will end on May 6th, giving us 21 days of the events, seeing as it effectively ends on May 5th, so bear that in mind. The login campaign started the day before this video goes up. However, if you started logging in when this video goes up, you should be fine. You should still get everything from the login campaign, including the final reward, a summon ticket. So the stuff that you get from the login campaign, the things are really, to keep an eye on are the token ticket, which you get 5,500 tokens in total, as well as a random mystery frog. Several random mystery frogs, in fact. The random mystery frogs are new material units that I'm not going to go into detail right here, but you can probably figure out what they do by, checking out the effects in game. You also get the reward unit, Median Knives, who is an Omni unit, and again a collaboration unit for the collaboration. And of course you get gems and, as I mentioned, these summon tickets, as well as other goodies that will help you out with improving your units. Up next, various summons. The first summon that we have sees Vash as well as Meryl and Millie as summon units. And the second summon to come out will be the Trigun Summon 2, which will have Wolfwood and Legato. Vash is a Thunder units, Meryl and Millie are water units, Wolfwood is an Earth unit, and Legato is a Dark unit. So, if you need some really good units to round out your squads, these summons would be very good summons to go for. Also, starting on April 15th, we got bounty tickets every day. This will last through May 15th, so the final ticket will be given out on, not May 15th, May 5th, my bad. So, April 15th, May 5th, that should give us a total of 21 tickets, assuming you started on April 15th. I will go into detail about the bounty summon, probably in another video, seeing as that's going to be just a lot of information all in one video, so gonna spread things out a little bit. We also have the Trigun Collaboration dungeons. There are several to keep in mind. The Trigun Collaboration dungeon itself, the main one, sees you going up against, I believe, Vash in the end. Then there's a routine bounty, which is the daily dungeon, so you want to do that to get... I'll go into that here in just a bit. There's also a new Frontier Spire, which I definitely recommend going into. Again, more information on that a little bit later in the video. There will also be a raid. No information on that aside from the fact that there's going to be a raid, and it will give you crafting materials for getting the better spheres. There's an event bazaar. Again, going to go over that here in just moments. This is just a general overview of everything. There's a community event where you need to do the Bounty Searcher and Bounty Hunter dungeons. And for that, everyone participates in this. It's not just one person, it's everyone. And depending on how many clears the entire community gets for these dungeons, we hit more milestones. First one, we get an Imp set. Second one, we get an Omni Frog and Amber Butterfly. Third one, we get 3 Rainbow Crystals. Fourth one, we get 200 of each set of Elemental Shards. And the fifth milestone, 2 bounty tickets. That's everything for this bit of information. Let's talk about the dungeons and Frontier Spire in particular. So the Trigun Collaboration dungeon actually started on the 15th and lasts through May 6th, basically May 5th. So do this, complete it, get some very nifty rewards. It's not too terribly difficult to accomplish. The biggest thing that you might have to worry about will be the mission against Vash the Stampede himself. But even then, his patterns are easy to really read and tell. And if you go in with a Mono Earth squad, you should be a-okay. For completing Vash the Stampede, the mission, you get 745 casings, which are the tokens, 1 random mystery frog, and the Chambers of Revolution Elgift, as well as 2 gems. Again, super easy to complete if you need help going through it. I will probably make a video on it if someone else doesn't beat me to it. Next up, we have the bounties, which again are just like complete these are the quests you want to do in order to actually get the tokens. So if you want to grind out the tokens, if you don't have the collaboration units, I'll get into that a little bit, why you want a collaboration unit for getting everything in the event. You can grind out these quests right here to get 25 45 casings and 150 45 casings for, you know, completing these quests. These are also the quests you need to do to accomplish the milestones, so it's not a bad idea to do these, especially if you want to clear out the event bazaar. The routine bounty would be the biggest way for you to get the tokens, seeing as you get 1,500 tokens each time you go through, as well as an additional bounty ticket. So, assuming you do this every day starting April 15th through May 5th, that's an additional 21 tickets. I believe that's how that works. I haven't actually done this today. I'm recording this the day before this video goes out, so don't quote me on the bounty tickets, but you should be able to get some. At least you get the tokens, which are the biggest thing. There are various units who will give you additional tokens for completing the quests. All the 7 stars will get you 5%. All the enemies except for Midian's Knives will get you 20%, and Midian Knives gives you 5%. That's 5% additional. So, assuming you start on the, let's say, not even the, let's say you start on the day this video comes out, and you manage to pull one, either Meryl and Midi or Vash. If you get them up to Omni and you complete the daily bounty, you will get enough tokens to last you to get everything worthwhile from the event bazaar. And speaking of the event bazaar, let's talk about what is actually worthwhile. So as you can see, you have the Silver AGL 45 Colts, the Greater 2043 45, both worth 7,000 tokens in total. Well, each in total. Legend Stones are worthwhile, but not really worth it. They are worth it, but like you only get 4, so but the spheres for sure are worth it. If you look towards the middle of the list, you have Fusion Potions, Fusion Tonics, and Hero Crystals. I recommend picking those up. Those are super inexpensive, so why not? Further down the list, we have the Random Mystery Frogs, 10 of them in fact. And the Random Mystery Frogs allow you to get a new unit type of Rex, which is supposedly like the best type in general. So if you want the chance to get a Rex unit, the Mystery Frogs are your best bet. I also recommend picking up the Rift tokens, as well as the Brave Insignias. Everything in total, including the stuff that unlocks on the second week, will run you 40,000 tokens in total. So if you've been paying attention, you get 5,500 tokens for logging in, which isn't even enough for one of the spheres. So you definitely want to be doing the daily dungeons. By doing so, you should have enough tokens, especially if you have a collaboration unit for this. Bringing a collaboration unit for the daily dungeons, you should have enough. If not, you can always grind out the bounty dungeons, the non-daily ones. And we also have a Frontier Spire, which will run you, 2 days? There are 5 sectors, super easy to go through. I highly recommend going through this, seeing as you get another Chambers of Revolution Elgif, and 4 bounty tickets and 3 gems for completing the entire set, as well as all these other goodies you can see on screen right now. The information on everything, you can see this all in game. Chambers of Revolution, Elgif, Spheres. I recommend checking this out in game. I'm not going to go over this, otherwise that just brings this video to a much higher amount than I want it to be. Craftable spheres, there are 3 of them. They require each of the spheres that you pick up from the event bazaar. So starting off, we have Vash's Angel Arm, the Punisher, and Knives Angel Arm. All of these require the same materials themselves aside from the spheres, so 50 high-spec powder and 50 crate of high-spec parts. These materials will be available through the raid, so we presently cannot get them. At least last I checked, we cannot get them. So keep an eye out for when raids do come up. I might make another video saying, hey, do the raids, they are up. So that about does it. If you guys have any more questions about the collaboration events, feel free to ask them in the comments down below. If you want a community to come to and talk about the collaboration and, you know, get one-on-one talk immediately, I have a Discord which will be in the description down below. I stream on Twitch. I'll be doing the new stuff as it comes out on Twitch. Link to that down below. And I think that about does it. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!